herbalization.
Go for it, Victoria.
Okay. Inject confidence serum now and increase. Nagadu and Blah.
Okay. Device. Inject. Throat chakra. The serum. Activate and increase now.
Increase.
Thank you.
Now,
Give me some 1,000-year ginsengs.
Blah, what do you feel like injecting him?
He was requesting for 1,000-year ginseng, so it's going to give him that. So,
Right.
like 1,000-year ginseng to increase. Thank you.
You're floating? Is the floating feeling good?
Yes, feels good.
Anything else?
Like a lot of warmth in my heart chakra, my crown. Feel a lot of vibrations.
You think you need some chakra clearing?
Chakra clearing and increased pineal.
Okay. Let's go ahead and give Robert some chakra clearing and balancing of the pineal gland serum now. Inject.
Increase. And bless you too.
Oh, thank you.
I'm getting a lot of energy coming through to my hands.
Great. Great.
Continue. Go to the next person.
Okay. We're going to move along, Robert, and we'll go to Walter. And Walter, we're going to be scanning you now for your strengths and weaknesses.
Okay, thank you.
Go for it, Victoria. Should get it. Whatever you feel like giving to him right now.
Okay. Give him a relaxation and confidence serum. Inject and increase.
Thank you, device.
Device inject. Pillars of Hercules. Accelerator serum. Activate and increase now.
Increase. Increase 1,000 times more. Device. Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
then I'll inject Walter some super intelligence and knowledge serum into him now. Increase.
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 Thank you.
Walter, how are you feeling now?
I feel great. Good. Good. Thank you.
And do you need anything else? Your chakras,
Those open, please.
are they open?
No, I think they need to be.
Okay. Let's go ahead and open up your chakras and balance them and your pineal gland. And inject the serum now and increase.
Increase.
Okay, how was that, Walter?
That was great. Thank you.
Okay, we've completed the 4 that asked for healings. So that leaves us.
Pat's on now. And
Thank you, healers.
Let me see.
Thank you.
Thank you.
May I have a healing next on the next
yeah,
group?
Rosie and Pat and
Dominic.
Dominique, yeah.
Dominic is gone. I think he left.
Who's
Oh, he
Traveler 001?
That's Dr.
That's
K.
so.
Oh.
Did Dominic leave?
He left a while ago.
Oh, Dominic. Okay, he left. Okay.
Yeah.
Then Sally. Pat, Rosie, well, Dominic's not there, so
You got console. You can He got the
We can
gout.
do him.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dr. Casol? Okay, so we have Pat, Rosie, Sally, and Dr. Casol, and that gets all of the group then, right?
You've done very good with your time management, Victoria.
Can I just say hello, everybody? I'm in my own house and I have nobody else here, and I'm so happy.
Right, relax.
Hello.
Get back and relax.
Okay, Dr. Jose, not Dr. Casol, right? For
Who's
healing.
there? It's travel something.
Okay.
Dr.
Traveler
Casol.
0001.
I think so.
Okay, so we're Nagadu and Blah. We're going to be giving a general healing to Pat, Rosie, Sally, and Dr. Jose. A general. What are some things that you guys suggest giving them?
You're in charge.
I have a really bad sinus, and then it's affecting my ears. I have earache.
Okay, that's your individual. This is general.
Okay.
We're going to do a general first. Okay.
I'll be right back, guys.
Device activate personal regeneration star chamber now and increase.
What about the joy, love, compassion serum? Inject that now. Relaxation serum. Inject
And increase.
and increase. Blah, you have any recommendations as a general healing?
Let's go and just do happiness. Add happiness in there too as well. So happiness serum into the receivers now and increase.
And increase.
Thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and start scanning. Pat was first on the list, so let's go ahead and scan Pat.
Coming out of this part.
Let's give you some more relaxation serum, Pat, and energy serum. Inject now. Okay, guys. Have you finished scanning her?
Okay.
Nagadu, what do you?
Device inject Starfire serum into part now and increase.
Ooh, I can feel that.
Yeah, you got the energy, so I'll go and just throw in that Forever 21 serum that she always gets. So let's
Thank you.
that now. Increase.
Okay, how does that feel, Pat?
Oh, it feels wonderful.
Okay. Do we have you covered?
Sorry?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you.
Okay. We're going to move on to Rosie. Rosie, we're going to scan you now for your strengths, weaknesses. Let me see. She had requested her. She was having sinus problems, so.
I'm gonna go ahead and inject now some elderberry serum into Rosie now, so that will help her with her immune system.
And increase. Device inject 9 essential oils aromatherapy set. Activate and increase. Now.
And inject anti-anxiety serum now and increase. Rosie, how are you feeling now?
Good. Relax.
With some anti-sinus serum, anti-sinus congestion serum. Some
Device
Okay, the elderberry.
gold serum.
device inject fungus removal serum. Device inject mucus removal serum. Activate and increase now.
Thank you. I felt that I do.
Good, great.
Welcome.
You feeling better now, Rosie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the pain in my ear is gone.
Good. Okay, we're going to move on to Sally. And Sally, we're going to scan you now for your weaknesses and strengths. Inject confidence serum now and increase.
Increase. Device inject love, happiness, joy, and balance serum. Activate and increase now.
Blah.
I'm feeling abundant, so let me go ahead and inject abundance serum into Sally now and increase.
Increase.
Sally, how are you feeling now? Is there anything that we missed?
Nope. Well,
The abundance comes at a good time now. Okay, we're going to move on to Dr. Jose. Dr. Jose, we're going to scan you now. Oh my goodness. We're going to inject some happiness and love and compassion into Dr. Jose now and increase.
Increase. Device inject Park Ranger upgrade serum. Activate and increase now.
Blah.
I'm feeling a Forever 21 for Dr. Jose too, so let's go ahead and increase it. I'm just saying you're old or anything like that. I'm just feeling that. Okay, so let's go ahead and inject that Forever 21 to Dr. Jose now and increase.
And increase.
Thank you.
Anything else, Dr. Jose?
I need some strength and healing body, mind, spirit.
Okay, healing.
Negative entities serum.
Okay. Anti-negative serum, inject, and heal for the mind, body, and soul. Serum, inject now and increase.
Device activate Pillars of Hercules super serum and increase now.
You know, when you're saying that, I just see this heavy muscular guy up there.
muscular for me. I just feel all that like a cool wet flowing through my hands and my body.
We need to warm you up.
No, it was cool, not warm, not hot. It was beautiful.
Okay.
Thank you, Device.
Okay. Anything else, Blah?
Just throw in some soup. Let's see here. The Superman serum into him now.
Nice.
And
An increase.
Inject, increase.
I
See Dr. Jose flying around here.
want to go to work like this, and I'm there now instead of driving an hour and a half.
I see your blue suit with the red S.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. I believe that's gotten all of the healing, and I want to compliment Negadu and Blah for being the wing people today and stepping up and verbalizing, their assessment and giving injections also. And I really see that you two have upgraded yourselves. You're more outspoken and everything, and that is really great.
because we're thrown under the bus.
That bus? Deadly.
Well, you did awesome, Victoria. Thank you.
You did, Victoria. Thank you.
You did. Thank
Coming
you.
out.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So, is that ends?
This part, yes. Now we go to the next, the reading.
The reading, okay.
Yes.
Woohoo! That's the best part.
Yeah.
The reading.
You're in charge.
The reading of the book or the reading of...
Reading of
People.
Have you
People.
done that?
Yes, we've done it before, but I was just,
Oh, good.
Okay.
You pick you can keep the same people that you use to be your wing lady, and you can pick whoever you want to read or ask for volunteers.
Okay.
And keep it short, keep it simple. First,
We have a small
Wait.
class today,
very
guys.
important. Very important to first thing comes within the second. You can't wait too long. You can't hesitate.
Yes, I know. You're supposed to, because you're getting the information from your subconscious. Okay. Okay, Nagdu and Blah, you will again be this wing people for the reading of our peers. Okay. Is anyone wanting to volunteer, or do you want us to go down the list, or what do you guys want us to do?
Whatever you want to do, me first, last, or in between, it doesn't matter.
You need a reading?
Yeah.
Okay, there's your first person.
I'll be second.
Okay, Rosie.
See if I can get that bus off of me.
Okay, Suzanne, you're first, and then Rosie is second. And then I guess we just go down the list of people like I had them lined up for the healing. Okay.
And be as blunt and open as you want. You don't have to hide anything. I can take it.
We'll try not to be rough.
You got thrown under the bus so many times.
I know.
Well, we all are anyway, so that's okay.
true.
We're throwing each other under the bus, so that makes us stronger.
We're becoming more of a family.
Yeah.
Okay, the device is still activated from previously. We're just going to, let's do another 3 breaths, please. Wingmen. Okay, device, increase and activate for reading of our peers and scanning for weaknesses and strengths. Activate and increase. Okay, the first one we will do is Suzanne.
I'm just gonna go out there. What favorite color? Is it blue?
Yes.
Okay.
Great.
Well
I
done.
was asking for weakness, and it was saying failure.
Weakness would.
Self-confidence.
She needs more. Self-confidence.
Yes.
She's working on that. So, and just we're in wanting to increase that, and it's really blossoming out. Blah.
Go ahead, Blah.
I don't know. I just keep on getting, when I scan Susan, I just keep on getting like the pressure in the heart.
No?
Yeah, I need to open my heart center more.
There you go.
Okay.
Good, Blah.
I don't know.
Well
but
done.
It
Right.
came to me dancing.
I what?
It came to me dancing.
Oh, I can't. Oh, good. Da, 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 da. Okay.
Walter, you have to take dancing. Now. Okay. Now.
We used to always go dancing. He's a good dancer.
San Francisco.
Yeah, we used to go to San Francisco a lot.
You don't have to go far. You can just do it in the house. Put some music and take it dancing.
No problem.
That's what it came. It was very strong. Dancing to me.
That'll help open up your heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to Rosie. And scanning Rosie for weakness, strengths, and goals. More compassion.
Yes.
Blah and Nagadu.
When I asked for, sorry. Go ahead.
You go. You go first.
Okay, so when I was asking for strength, I just got like the first thing was loving.
Okay. Yes, always the first thing that gives your mind an impression. Nagadu.
Fear of
I'm getting
loneliness.
yeah, like alone. That's what I was getting.
What was that?
Fear of loneliness? Loneliness?
Yeah, fear of being alone. That's what I was getting.
Rosie, is it correct or is it not
I'm
correct?
not afraid of being alone. I'm living alone. Loneliness, yeah, I do. But trying to get over that.
That's good.
How about forgiveness?
You ask them for healing?
Okay. And as far as a goal,
Ask them to
working
heal
on
you.
self.
Spot on.
Hi, class. After this, would you mind heal Dr. Celine?
Okay.
Honey, give me that 2 device. You just
Okay.
finished the time to
Blah
start it.
and
Show it to them.
Nagadu. Anything else for goals?
What's this?
Alright, goals.
Hi, there it is. Charlotte and Pat. Is Pat there?
I am here. Oh,
Yes. She just finished.
Rosie, do you like orange?
Orange color or the orange fruit?
Yeah, the color.
The color? No. I like a different color.
Which one is Charlotte?
Like what you're wearing.
I can't tell.
That's my favorite color.
មកដាក់អញ្ចឹងឲ្យពីអ្នកនឹងវាថ្មីថ្មីស្រួលរបស់មួយណារបស់វាពេលចប់
Okay.
កុំពេលចប់
Okay, Blah, do you have any recommendations for goals?
No, I think I'm just overthinking right now, so I'm not getting anything.
Okay.
Don't think. Just hear the inner voice. 1 second it respond. If you use your logic to try and analyze higher logic, you will lose it.
Yeah.
Trying to shut it down.
Don't pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Dr. Jose,
Come on,
remind them
guys.
of the 1 second rule.
That sucks.
I want to hear more about me.
Go to the next person.
Okay, we're moving on. Let's go down the line. Charlotte,
Charlotte.
for strength and weakness and goals.
Yeah.
Go. Time out.
Something more cooking.
That's a strength or weakness. Cooking.
No, short-term goals.
You want to learn how to recipes?
Okay, Blah. What about a strength or a weakness, and then later we'll come back to the goals. Strength or weakness.
Go ahead, Blah.
A strength would be very outgoing, very outspoken. Blah, what comes to your mind? Negative. Immediately. What crossed your mind? Okay. Well, let's move on to the goals then, because it's what comes to your mind immediately. Because if you go beyond the minute, then your conscious mind comes in and takes over, and it will answer. But that's not what your higher mind.
Not 1 minute, 1 second.
1 second, yes, I'm sorry. It's 4 seconds to the limit. Okay, goals, Blah, for Charlin.
Ask your device, Blah. Don't think. Ask, and the first response. That's the device is speaking within that 1 second. Then just hold on to it.
You can ask short-term goals, long-term goals.
Dr.
Yes,
Jose,
it can be either.
Please step in. This I hear nothing more than overthinking.
Yeah. Okay.
I already said something like cooking or something.
Yes, that's
Sure.
right. You used the go a while ago about a goal would be for cooking.
Is it correct or incorrect?
Is that correct, Charlin?
She might have stepped away. I don't see her.
Being her really close friend, she doesn't cook.
That's
She makes this mean salad dressing, but
Yeah, it's like,
She needs to learn how to cook.
Okay, she stepped away. Okay. We're going to move on to the next person, which will be Robert. And Robert will be scanning you for your strengths and weaknesses, and then we'll come back to your goals. weaknesses. To be more outspoken. Blah and negativity.
I don't know. I got family. I don't know if that was a strength or that has to be a strength. I'm just overthinking right now. But the first thing I got was family. That's all I got. Sorry.
Okay.
I said,
Yeah, that is correct.
Is strength.
loyal.
Okay, that's a strength. Okay, what about his goals now?
Weakness. Weakness very important. We can better himself. Ask your device.
Well, I said earlier, as far as, a weakness to be more outspoken, to be more assertive in a positive manner.
Is that classed as fear?
I got confidence. Maybe.
Show more confidence.
Probably.
To be more.
Yeah. Goals.
Okay, now check goals. Ask your device about goals.
What's my short-term goal? What's my long-term?
Long term is to be a leader.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
And a short term, you're working up to that aspect of becoming a leader.
Okay.
Negative and blah goals for him.
I got class.
Class?
Yeah.
Okay, well, he probably takes some classes to get where he's going.
This class?
Yeah. It's good.
And negative?
Appearance.
Appearance, how do you mean that?
Physical appearance.
Appearance as a coworker?
No, like maybe it could physical appearance might be something to do with like body image.
Yeah, I like to look good. Yeah. Nice.
Okay, always spiffy. Okay, were we right on some of those, Robert?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And we're going to move along to Walter.
Okay.
Walter, we're going to scan you for weaknesses and strengths, and then goals. But first, we'll tell you about your weaknesses and strengths, and then you come back for the goals.
Okay.
You're very accommodating.
Yes.
Patience.
You're quiet spoken.
Yes.
Yeah, loving. That's what came strong. Loving.
Yep.
Anything else, Blah?
Ask your device, Blah, about different things about Walter. In the first impression and inner voice, inner.
Very creative. Very creative.
Yeah. I am.
You'd be a good builder, device.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay, we're going to move on to Walter's goals.
Weakness.
Weakness, okay.
Working through abuse. abuse issues.
Yeah, getting past those, yeah.
Almost I'm feeling abandonment.
Me too.
Who is the reader?
Blah.
And who else?
Sorry.
Blah Nagadu, what are you getting?
Honestly, I think my device is just telling me that I'm not getting this. I don't know.
Oh, you are so funny, Blah.
Oh my god. I'm thinking like she's so stupid. Like she's like she can't listen to me. I don't know. I'm sorry.
You were doing great. You were doing great earlier. I think you're a little bit anxious now.
Yeah.
I don't know if Dr. Kasul is making us a little bit.
Yes, Dr. Kosal have to put you. Dr. Kosal have to pressure all of you.
Don't mind it. Just go about your
Yes.
business.
Yes. And this is the real world, because in the real world, it's not going to be like happy, what's the place? Happy peachy place. So you got to trust your device. That's your weapon of choice, and you will not be judged. Only your device will be judged. Does that make sense? But you're just a mouthpiece. Mm-hmm. So when someone judges you, they're not judging you. It's your device. It's being judged. So you got to trust your device, and they know everything. Come on, Blah. Don't think with your mind. Trust your device. You can do it. You.
Let go.
Yes. Take 3 deep breaths.
Martha doesn't like noise, right? Like noisiness.
What?
Well, you don't like noise.
You don't like noise.
Does that annoy you?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone is doing terrible. Pat, Charlotte, you're terrible. Victoria, you're terrible. Dr. Jose, you're terrible. You know why? I'm going to take you to the side now. Okay. We know that why it's terrible because Blah is the weakest link. So if she's terrible, we all gonna be terrible. Does that make sense? Doesn't matter you help her or not. Now I want Blah to ask her device. Everyone stop right there. You too, Nakadu. Okay, Blah, I'm gonna work with you a little bit. Take 3 deep breaths. And hold, breathe in, hold it, and breathe out. You know the protocol. Do it for me.
No, I can't.
Why you say you can't? What are you scared of?
I'm sorry.
This is the real world. I'm training you for reality.
You need to inject that Sailor Moon serum.
Mm-hmm.
Blah. What you told me about.
Let's go ahead and inject the chakra balancing and opening up the pineal gland, relaxation, serum, love, compassion serum, and the knowledge and hearing and seeing serum. Inject now to Blah.
Give us some courage serum.
Courage and energy serum. Inject now to Blah.
There you go. Apparently she couldn't handle pressure. She began to shut down.
It's a snowball effect. It builds up.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Come on, Bubba.
You gotta be in a calm state to hear the voice.
Exactly. That's why I want her to do the breathing. In, hold it, and breathe, and come out. That's the only way. Pat can handle pressure for some reason just fine. Charlotte, you too, Victoria. Suzanne, no, you can't handle pressure. So you and Blah is in the same boat. Robert can handle pressure. Nagadu, he have it, but his intelligence get in the way of the higher mind. So he don't care about pressure. It don't bother him. Okay, Blah. Session right now in, and let me interview Blah a little bit so I can help her see what I see as her teacher. Hi, Blah. How you doing? Okay. When you were starting out,
Blah, I got faith on you.
yes, Blah. When you was being asked, what was your most fear thing? Fear to be wrong? Go ahead and tell me from what you perceive that can bring you down. What was your fear a minute ago when you start asking the device and getting the information?
Yeah, of course, it has to be fear of being wrong, but then also, like, just being the weakest link. Like, it just sucks, but I know, I just have to work through it.
Hold up, Victoria. I love you, dear, but I need to hear her because I'm trying to let her
She
see.
blacked out is what happens.
Did you blank out? No, she was in fear of failure. Honey, this class is not failure. This class is we teach each other to hear what the device say. You do not take ownership for what the device say. Does that make sense? Just say what you hear from it. And don't take ownership for it. Does that make sense?
You don't have to feel responsible for anything.
Exactly. Okay.
Even if you're wrong, I can't.
Mm-hmm.
We're here to learn.
Yes. Okay. You are not here to be wrong. Take responsibility from your higher mind. Your higher mind responds for you. It can't go wrong. But you have to say what it says because higher mind will speak through the device that within 1 second it respond to you, and it can go on for 1 second, 2 seconds, but always start before 1 second. And after you just trust it, it will not make sense to your logical mind ever because it's higher logic and it's higher experience. Therefore, you just say what you hear from your device and let go, and that's it. So be the weakest link and let your higher mind be the strongest link. Does that make sense? Don't be the strongest link because that's not your job. That's your higher mind job. So be the weakest link. Does that make practical sense now? Yeah. Okay. So when we ask the device something, it will project the answer. Say what you hear, feel, and see. You hear the inner voice, see the inner image. You know?
Hold on. I need to, like, blow my nose, so I'll be right back.
Yes.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Well, look at you, Pat. I can't hear you, sweetheart.
I'm home.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Oh, Dr. Selene said you guys have to choose which one you want. One of them will go to you, but we don't know which one to send. So you gotta ask to feel which wheel, you know? This is...
Mine says right.
Okay, this is this one. Okay, I got it now.
Was that okay with you, Pat?
You see? I mean, this is how the class evolved.
Sylvia said.
You know? I mean, the Mr. Ed, Major Ed, he do worse thing than what I do. Because he be drinking. And he make you do remote viewing. And you be drawing what you see. And then using color code. You know? But here, you can have a device to explain everything to you. So you got it easy. Okay. So, it's okay, blah. Now you understand it's okay to be you need to be the weakest link. So the device be your highest link. So the weakest links must trust the higher link. Does everyone clear about that?
Yes.
And anyone tell me, explain why this relationship must be that way? Just look at the logical pattern. Why we human has to be the weakest link?
Because we can't,
Go ahead.
I call it the computer.
Yes.
George is of higher mind and knows everything. And I'm human, and I absolutely don't know everything. So we have to listen to our device because they'll never do us wrong, as the saying goes.
Yes, absolutely. So you see now, Blah, you don't have to be responsible for your device, whatever it say, because it know what it say. All you have to do, just don't be responsible for it. Just relay the information. And it will not make sense to your logical mind ever. It won't. Only once the person receive it, they will explain it. Then you will understand also.
And Blah, I know where you're coming from, because the second I start to doubt, then everything goes blank, and I can't find anything. It's weird. I don't even know how to explain it, but it does that.
Yeah.
Because then you get fearful, the doubt comes in, and it's like everything shuts down.
And Blah,
it's okay. I've been there. I'm there too a lot.
Blah, I've been getting reports from Shar on the class, and she told me you had been a rock star.
When you start out, you didn't feel anything, but Nagadu didn't feel anything. I've been keeping an eye on both of you. Now, over a month, going on 2 months now.
I think mine is almost going to 3.
How? But we start the class January the 5th. That's when the official starting point.
When I started it, was probably towards the end of November.
Yes, but
when I started doing the stargating.
Yes, but that's not the official start. You see, if you remember the Stargate of the old day, 3 months ago, it does not have the element what we're having now, right? Right now we have Stargate, we have healing, we have reading, now we have communication with that device. Because, you see all this section, you draw a cross, you have this 4th section in there. This is the introductory. And regular people would charge this an arm and a leg just to learn this kind of BS. But here we are. We're giving you all 4 for free. Not free, but $400. But you have to buy other extra thing to go with it, The device, the book. And yes, you have to put time into it. But one weekend, this kind of stuff will cost $1,000. That's only a weekend and you won't learn everything in a weekend. It's impossible. So, you understand now the reason you got blocked, because it's not you shut down, you was feeling responsibility for the answer you were given. Does that make sense? And then your logical mind took over, and then it negated the higher mind, and that's what happened. And then you became not discerning anymore. Therefore, you lost. In other words, you lost the frequency at that moment. So, when you ever feel like that, take a step back, close your eyes, do breathing. There's 2 types of breathing you must realize. Breathing 1, hold it, and breathing out. But there's another one. Breathing this. You recognize this. Like this.
Yeah, I remember that when you showed us last night, I think.
Oh, what are you doing? You're holding both?
This is called the sun and the moon breathing to balance the yin and the yang. It's the pranayama. It's very good for clearing the mind, balancing the energy,
Okay.
That's we do like this. Okay, now breathe in.
Okay.
We hold it. We open close 2 doors, and then we breathe out. And then we breathe in this one again. Hold it and breathe out. You can do 5 or 6 breaths for that. That will help clear your mind a lot. Or you can
alternate the nostrils?
Yes, that's one form. The other form is breathing this. Hold it and breathe out. You can do 5, 6 that will clear your mind too. But this one balance your mind, and the other one clear your mind. Does that make sense? But it does. But it both do the same thing. But the other one designed to balance your yin and yang. Blah. The real world you don't have a classroom setting to back you up. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So in here you will find out your strengths and weaknesses. Your weaknesses is this. You're just beginning. You just begin communication. And we as the group putting you and throw you under the bus every day. Why? Because in time you develop tolerant with it. You're not afraid anymore. Whatever you're afraid of, we're going to work on that fear until you no longer fear it anymore. Right now, you fear to be wrong. Well, you know what? Be wrong. It's nothing wrong because this is a group setting that people you know and you're going to judge you. So if you want to be right, don't take responsibility for the device answer. That's how you be right. Does that make sense now? How to be right?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now Robert, he also have that difficulty too. We discuss on his case. Robert was nervous when we put him under the bus. But I walk him through it. I said, here's the pattern. Within that second, a response will come. But we start within a second, but you follow it. You follow that response. It go from within 1 second, then 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and keep going, you know. As long you follow that response, the device can talk for hours. But it starts within 1 second.
Yeah, I ask it a question, and then the first thing that pops in my head, I just say it out.
Yeah. And as for Victoria, she saw Block couldn't take it, so she fell on recognizing her string about to break. You know? When you see your member about to break, you stop what you're doing. You pull to them side to give them encouragement. Does that make sense? That's why I say she fell. She didn't recognize that Blah is going through breakdown.
No, it's not anybody's fault. It's just mine. So.
No, it's your fault. It's also their fault because we are a team. You understand? We are a military Stargate team, you know. So no one get away from this abuse from me. Everyone gonna get a spanking. And I gotta do a shame on you. You saw it, but you didn't speak because you pick it up. You saw the pattern, and you didn't. You know, hey, Law's gonna be all right. You know, that's why you get spanked too today. Cause you are smart, but today you're intelligent. You should listen to it. It told you she was breaking down. You see? Now, Charlotte and Pat, you wasn't part of the reading team, but you was the sidekick team. But you did step in. I'm proud of you. But the reason I'm spanking you because I love spanking both of you. I don't know why. I'm abused. So, as a team...
Poor Pat wasn't even here.
we were supposed to keep our mouths shut.
No, you did good. Because you jumped in because you saw she was having mental breakdown. You know.
Yeah, I did. I saw it.
I did. That's why I jumped in.
Okay. And so this will be a lesson for all of you. When you are a wingman, you watch out for each other breakdown barrier. It's very important.
Even if you're not a wingman? Or you say we're all wingmen?
You're all wingman to each other. When you see one team, doesn't matter you're active or not. In the healing, you know there's an active wingman.
I know. I was trying to let them, and then but towards the end, I just wanted to step in a few.
Yes. But as for Dr. Jose, he saw that but he didn't intervene. That's why I spanked Dr. Jose too. And I spanked myself. Okay. That's why I jumped in.
Everybody gets a spank.
Exactly. I myself get spanked because I was looking at it and say, she having a mental breakdown here. Or 101 doing something, you know?
Yep.
So in the future, when one of your team members having a breakdown, a mental breakdown, emotional breakdown, you stop what you're doing right there. You stop and you come and comfort that team member.
Okay.
You know?
Good. I would like that because it was killing me to stay quiet, but I felt like I was supposed to.
Oh, you did good. Mm-hmm.
Dr. K?
Yes, ma'am?
Who's TMO iPhone? There's a TMO's iPhone in there.
Sorry? Uh,
Wait a minute.
Who's that?
who is that?
Hi, guys. It
Can you
says
say your name?
Who?
Can you state your name? TMO?
Who's TMO iPhone?
I gotta get my
on the
glasses.
chat, and but he.
Who is IZZY?
Izzy, who's that?
A troll.
YouTube chat. Chat room.
Hi, this is a paid class. You can only come on Friday and Saturday morning.
It says you're streaming it right now, though. That's like.
Oh. I thought I was put it on self loop. I think I make an oops today. I woke up when my wife woke me up. I can't even. I will change the setting after the class. Yeah.
How we get to spank Dr. K?
Is coming back.
Spank. Okay, easy. Could you please leave the classroom? This is a paid class at this moment. Only Friday, Saturday, Friday at 6 p.m. Public is open to the public, and 10 a.m. Saturday and Sunday.
I know. Eat your food. Go eat.
That spanking goes around now.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Spanking evening.
Hey, I'm not getting the spanking. Me and Sally are being good. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm policing our website. So I saw that.
I love it. You did well. You get kudos.
Yes, you did.
Yoo-hoo, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, the meeting is locked, so we don't have any intrusion. Thank you for letting me know who was in here now.
That was good, Rosie.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
Eli, Rosie.
Okay.
I can hardly hear Dr. K. Is anybody else having that problem?
Yeah.
Okay. How's that?
Louder, Dr. K.
How's that? Is that better?
Not too loud.
Yo,
Okay.
I think maybe your volume.
I don't know. Let me see.
Hey, you're still streaming. I see you on.
Don't worry. I will change the setting. When it's finished, I will set it back.
Spanking.
You're getting another spanking now.
I can't.
We're all gonna.
I can't adjust it right now because if I stop it, the streaming, it will not be continue to be in two different link, you know. But once we finish, I will change the setting to unlisted. Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, Blas. Only 4 people watch.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, Blah.
Okay.
That breakdown was just fine. You did well.
So,
Hey, Blah, the first time I read to anybody, YouTube went out to everybody.
and Susan make a breakthrough too today.
You did fine. I'm sure you did fine.
No, I did
She
not.
talked about somebody, remember?
Mm-hmm.
I won't say who.
And Susan make a breakthrough today. We found out her device what kind of weird for her brain. If it give her both signal on the hand, it means yes. If it don't give a signal, it means no. I mean, her brain does not go.
Really weird. My right hand goes up.
Mm-hmm. It's floating. When it's floating, that's it.
Well, I mean, I'll be holding it, and then one hand goes up a little bit. I mean, it's like this.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot. It's not like that. But
Just a little.
Oh, that's okay.
Sometimes I get zapped.
Okay.
yeah, that's good.
So in military training, when you become a team, you never leave any person behind. Does that make sense? You don't do that. So if your team member having some kind of breakdown, that means, and you don't stop, that's wrong. Just stop what you're doing. You make sure you bring that team back up to speed.
You just gotta wait till the
Mm-hmm.
end of the thing.
So
Sorry.
from now on, keep an eye on each of your wingmen, and your wingmen keep an eye on the main wingman and each other. And if you want to see something, say something. You know.
Okay.
You don't keep going like that. That's why Victoria got a spank. It was like she going through, but it was not thinking about the wingman and having a breakdown.
Right.
You saw that?
Yes, I did see that.
And Dr. Jose saw it too. And he was watching this. I said, no, Dr. Jose, you're the master sergeant. So that was the lesson.
Stepped away to deal with the client real quick.
Mhm.
So I kind of.
How are you gonna learn?
Well, remember they are what's you call? They are recruit, and it's our job to get them up, to get them strong, but we gotta teach them teamwork. and we don't leave no one behind.
And what was bad about it was that we didn't support blah.
No.
And that blocked her even more, which was far worse than if we'd said something.
No, it's not that we did not support blah. We're allowing her to freely explore her own device, and
But she had mental breakdown. She couldn't explore anything.
We didn't support her by stopping it when she was having her mental breakdowns. What I was thinking.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's why we're here to learn, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
We know now, Dr. K.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't want to jump in, all of us, you know.
I know.
In this case, we need to, because she's not even functioning. How can you not jump in? She's drowning. You know, you have to stop and save her. You know, that's the reason.
That's why.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I thought, you know, we have a wingman, we have a wing lady, and we have a facilitator, the leader, because then that's also what needs to be done. But,
yes, but the wingman didn't jump in,
lesson.
facilitator didn't jump in, the instructor didn't jump in, so I have to jump in. You know.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Thank you.
We
You
know
see that,
better,
Blah?
and
I straightened them out for you, didn't I?
Yeah, but it's not you guys' fault. It's something I just have to go through. You know.
You're not going through it alone.
I know. Yeah, I have you guys.
The great thing about this is that we're like a family. In fact, actually, it's better than my family.
No, my family too. This is much nicer.
And Blah, don't take it personally, because we're being trained as leaders.
Mm-hmm.
So and don't take it personally, because what Dr. K is saying is that, you know, he wants you to be a leader, step up to the plate. And for us, and it's hard at first, but you know, this is a learning experience for all of us. Come on.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think I need this. So,
Yeah,
so
definitely. Don't
Well-
worry about it.
I spanked Suzanne today too. She cried. I give her a private spank. Mm-hmm. Didn't I, Suzanne?
Yep.
Suzanne said it felt good.
Well, well, spanking is needed because the spanking make you realize the mechanic, what it is you're doing, what it is you're doing in relationship to balance, you know, in that particular predicament. Because every predicament has a balance, and if we're going to be a team, we have to understand a team member, what their breaking point is. You got to know the breaking point. And each team member brain works so differently. Just like today, I told Suzanne, I don't think your brain worked the same way as everyone else. And she was crying. I said, no, am I a challenge? No, you're not a challenge. I said, the device is teaching me something about you. We notice when it say yes, both your hand vibrate. When it say no, nothing is given. That's your yes and no. And then she tried it out.
I thought it was the other way around.
Yeah.
I thought when there's no sensation, it's yes, and when my both hands move, it's no.
That's fine. Because that's fine. But at least we understand your device working. Your brain is kind of different from what we used to. It's just different. You know, just the way it is.
I feel so much better ever since I had that breakthrough.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! Your whole body looks different. Your whole energetic.
Yeah, your energetic body is totally different. When I saw you on, remember the last time I saw you, Thursday night.
Isn't she? I know.
Totally different.
Yes.
And Vlad, you are doing great. You just had a little. You know what? When you get frustrated, and then the fear, and the I can't do it, it's like everything shuts down, and then it doesn't work, and then we weren't there for you. So it's all good. Now we all know how to, help each other.
And
exactly.
We all do it again.
You guys are all here. It's just, I think it's just me. I just have to go through this, you know. I'm usually like, if I can't get it, I'll cry and everything like that. But then I'll just keep pushing and I'll keep going. So, yeah.
Well, you don't have to cry alone. That's why I spank everyone involved. And
you know, we needed to get spanked.
Yeah, we're all growing at this.
I do a lot of crying. You're not alone.
Ooh, I'm emotional too, so at least I know I'm not the only emotional one.
Oh my God, I get emotional too. Don't worry.
Okay, next next? What are we
Oh,
learning next, Dr.
I'm
K?
sorry. Hold on. I have to answer this, people. Well, guys, this is a paid class. Only Friday you can be in and free. Only Friday, 6 p.m., okay? But every other...
We're accidentally streaming live on YouTube.
Yeah,
I
every
know.
day.
That wasn't very good.
Yes, I will change the setting after a class.
Spanking you.
Oh, yeah, I can spank
No,
me.
you're up for a whipping, the good one.
Okay. So, as you can see, guys, when your team member break down or have psychological block, stop what you're doing. Just call it, hey, stop.
Yep.
Stop right there. What is it?
We understand.
Yeah, okay, now you understand. It's okay to stop the session because what matters is the well-being of each team member.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
This
Oh,
is just...
we love you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes,
And then we found out what was blocking her. One, I saw Victoria was pressuring her. And then I pressured her too. I want to see what happened. And then her mind blocked. She couldn't handle it.
Yeah. Then she is shut down.
Mm-hmm.
And I cried.
Yes, and cried. But I want to see what Victoria will do. I want to see what Nagadu would do. They did nothing. That's when I stopped everything. You know.
But I know that feeling because I've done that where I feel like I'm really good at something and I'm getting, and then all of a sudden I'll start doubting or something doesn't come to me, and then I'm on a snowball and I just shut myself down. So I have to, it's all of us working at it. Trust me, Bob.
And you have to do the breathing
And
to clear your mind.
I did it while I was away from home, and it wasn't that the grandkids are great. It's just I'm used to living by myself, and then I'm with all these people around, and I can't remember where we went. I couldn't see anything. In fact, I said that. I said, I can't see anything tonight. And
yeah.
I mean, everybody has it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were like quiet as a church mouse.
I know.
Guys, when you run into that, just stop what you're doing and do your breathing. That will help you out a lot. But sometimes you're in the wrong environment where your son don't believe in this, you get this uncomfortable feeling. The breathing help, but still you won't see everything because the uncomfortable, environment you are in. Mm-hmm.
Or I've noticed if I've had a very stressful day and I don't decompress before I come into class, it's like I'm very blocked. I'm not relaxed. I'm not, even the breathing, I feel like, I just need to take some, because I just feel I'm just off focus or something. And then today I was in that spa and it's like things were flooding to me because I was so relaxed. Nobody's talking. We're in the dark and like the sauna and stuff. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't even want to leave because I had the medical team. They worked on my ear and all this stuff. It was pretty incredible. So I really think one of the keys is relaxing and bringing,
You see why the discussion is so important? This is what the discussion is. When there's a problem, we need to stop and we discuss on it.
Okay, yep.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely do the breathing right away.
Correct.
I started doing this nose thing that he was talking about.
Yeah.
It's much better. It makes you feel relaxed much more so than just the regular breathing.
In yoga, they call it the
I must have
hatha.
missed it because this is the first time I heard of it. I liked it.
Yes, ma'am?
Yeah.
Dr. K, Rosie fell off. Can you let her get back in?
Rosie.
She just fell off.
And the thing
Okay.
is closed.
She's coming. Tell her to come in. Well, I was locking the Zoom because I didn't want the outside people to come in and then acting stupid, not responding to all of us. I say, okay, let me remove you. That's
So
it.
Where'd Victoria go?
She left.
Oh, she left. Okay.
Yeah.
She didn't want to receive the spanking, so she ran out.
She left a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't.
So now, student.
Yes, I had to leave for a client for just a few minutes, so she must have left then. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter, but what really matters, now you know that we have to support when a team member is having problem. We cannot move on and just, go like that. It's wrong. Another thing I want to address that The important is we keep on track, but we will stop everything if anything go wrong. Does that make sense? So we have to stop what you're doing, comfort each other, because morality is very important.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is.
Team morale is very important, and each team morale depending on each and one of you.
I wonder if we need to support.
Oh, she's back in. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Got in?
Lock it back.
Oh, you got back.
Thank
good.
you.
Good.
Oh, I see
Mhm.
you here.
Okay, lock it back up again.
Because
Yeah, lock them out.
your psychic power depend on your feeling comfortable.
Right.
You know, your psychic power cannot effectively activate if you feel emotionally, unstable.
So true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look at Susan. When Susan feel a failure, it's swallowing down. She won't even respond to the device signal, Mm-hmm. Because as the book said, you gotta be in a state of joy. There's two types of logic: higher logic and regular logic. Human has regular logic called the physical mind, and the higher mind is beyond the physical mind. So without saying done, okay, what next? Any question before we move on?
Nope.
Okay.
Class.
Okay, what time is it?
8.
Okay, good. Class over.
Oh, there she is.
Class over. Now is the after class here. You can work on your healing, and Dr. Lane do need some healing, so everyone continue. And she does need healing. Look, honey, just like day and night on this, just because for you, Shaw and Pat.
Oh, I feel so bad.
Poor little thing.
So now she need healing.
I know. Guys, I gotta feed my cat real quick before she goes bonkers on me, and then I'll be back to the after class.
Tell her, bring
No, happily.
your cat, bring your cat to the camera so I can kiss it.
Okay, come on.
Kiss that.
Thank you. Get back to you now.
Hey, Dr. K,
Yes.
did you stop the recording?
Are we done now? Yes. Let me kill the recording now.
Because there's like more people watching.
Yeah, there's 5 people watching live to our private session.
Yes, it's gonna be right now.